NCAA tournament is here, and for the field of 68, it's about surviving and advancing. But for you guys, it's about making money, and that's why I, Adam Hipsky, am here to take you through the best bets for the round of 64. But before we get to it, we have to see how our friend Drew Alball did on the show last week. And Drew, hey, he was in the green, and that's more than over half of the contestants on this week's show, or this semester's show rather, can say. $5.95, some could scoff, but listen, I respect a week in the green, a sub 500 record, and that's what happens when you lay $20 on Dartmouth plus 1.5 at Utah. But a parlay win helps him out a lot. Drew stacks up now second in the semester of Beat the Bookie standings. He trails Griffin Marcy, who had a pretty solid week. $37.37 in the green, and the standard of this show has just lowered so much. I mean, only 2 people in the green. I wonder if there was a producer in there that might have led to that. Nonetheless, we're here to make some money. Let's get to it. It's time to beat the bookie.
Hey, Jerry, you better yell! Show me the money! Show me the money!
Let's jump into the deep end, and we start with just a classic March setup. Name brand versus momentum. North Carolina looks like a Final Four team on paper, but without Caleb Wilson, this just isn't the same Tar Heels group, and the numbers back it up. Outside of Chapel Hill, well, they've been shaky all year. Meanwhile, VCU is rolling, to say the least. 16 wins in its last 17, Atlantic 10 champs, and they'll come at you in waves with a 10-man rotation. They get to the line, they score off the bench, and they wear you down, and this just isn't about covering. This is a 6 seed on upset watch early in the round of 64. Give me the Rams plus the points. Don't be shocked if they're dancing into the next round. Let's go to another 6-11 clash. This one, Texas and BYU in March. It's about timing, and the Longhorns might be peaking at the perfect moment. BYU has star power with A.J. DeBonsa, but this team faded hard late in the year. I get it, due to a little bit of injury issue, but after a 16-1 start, the Cougars have gone just 7-10 lately, and here's the key. They've got no bench. Dead last in the Big 12 in bench scoring. Texas, on the other hand, they just survived a grinder in the first 4, but that's not a negative in my mind. That's a warm-up for a marquee matchup against BYU. They get to the line as well as anyone in the country, and in basketball, tournament basketball, free throws win games. A close game late, whistles blowing, and let's be honest, we know the Stripes love to make it about themselves in the big dance. I trust Texas. Give me the Longhorns plus the points. Back to the South region, and this is your classic 12/5 profile. Cowboys versus Commodores. McNeese leads the country in forcing turnovers on nearly 25% of possessions. That's chaos. And chaos in March, that's exactly what you want. Vanderbilt, yeah, they're steady, sure, and they looked good in the SEC tournament, but the Cowboys can turn games into street fights quickly. Extra possessions, offensive rebounds, points off turnovers, and they force plenty of them. And plus, well, they've already done this before. Remember that upset over Clemson last year? They don't even need to win this one, just hang around, and with their pressure and tempo across 40 minutes, they will. Give me McNeese plus the points, and time to see what the C-suite has in store. Are they against me? Are they for me? Oh boy, Banana Man. Listen, it's an even back and forth between talent and C-suite, but what you'll see next week on the program is the left side will read 11-12, and the C-suite will read 9-14, and that's because we'll sweep a perfect 3-0, while the C-suite will come up short in the UNC game, and Vanderbilt, Griffin, Bloomstein, Zach Ventola. I think Caleb Wilson's coming out of taking his cast off? I don't think so. I've got VCU, Texas, and McNeese. C-suite will go 1 for 3, and the Banana Man will, he'll be peeling back wins left and right. Now it's time for some best bets, and we head to the first game of the tournament. And how about a blockbuster to set the tone? An 8-9 matchup and a tilt that might seem like a toss-up, but I don't think so. Ohio State and TCU. The Buckeyes are one of those teams that nobody wants to see right now. OSU was on the bubble, flipped a switch late, and now they come in with confidence after one win in the Big Ten tourney and taking Michigan down to the wire. Plus, we got to talk about him. Bruce Thornton, it's his moment. A 20-point scorer with the ball in his hands late. Offensively, the Buckeyes, well, they're efficient everywhere, and defensively, they can lock up the perimeter, which is the big key against a team like TCU. The Horned Frogs, they want to make this game physical, slow it down, muck it up. But if this turns into a high-scoring game, that favors Ohio State. In a close game late, Thornton with the ball, I'll take that every time. This is his Ohio State legacy. We lay the short number, OSU covers. It's a short number, but we still got OSU minus the points. Another 8-9 matchup, but this one, let's look closer at the team on the 9 seed line. Utah State, one of those sneaky, dangerous teams in the NCAA tournament. The Aggies can really score, nearly 50% from the field, and they've got multiple guys who can go get a bucket. That's key in March. When Mason Fauslev and MJ Collins are rolling, this offense takes off. They're also coming in hot off a conference title, so the confidence is there. And the Wildcats are steady, but they don't overwhelm you. And if this turns into a shot-making game, that favors Utah State, no doubt about it. This feels like a toss-up, but I lean the team with more offensive firepower, so give me the Aggies outright on the money line. Plenty of distance separates the campuses of Utah State and Villanova. This matchup, no different. UCLA and UCF coast to coast. The Bruins are better than the seed that they have right there on the 7 line, and they're playing like it right now. UCLA has found its rhythm late, and Donovan Dent is controlling everything. He's not turning it over. He's setting the tempo, and that's huge in March. UCF wants chaos. Transition, pace, a little bit of unpredictability. UCLA, on the other hand, under Mick Cronin, wants control, half-court sets, clean possessions, and shot making. Give me the team that dictates tempo, and that's UCLA. If the Bruins are hitting shots, this can get out of hand. Give me UCLA to win and cover the 5.5. Another 7-10 game, but this one between Missouri and Miami. Mizzou is built for March. The Tigers have been battle-tested in the SEC, wins over the likes of Florida, Tennessee, Kentucky. They've seen this level, and they've won in tight spots. Mark Mitchell, this guy's a problem on the inside, and they've got size to control the paint. Miami, well, it's going to rely on perimeter shooting, and if those threes aren't falling, that's trouble. Missouri doesn't need to be flashy. It wasn't flashy. It hardly got into the big dance. They just need to be steady, and in a close game late, I trust the Tigers. Give me Missouri plus the points against the U. Time to go to our lock of the first round, and how about a third consecutive 7-10 battle? Lock of the round, can't lose. Santa Clara hasn't been here in 30 years, and they're not just happy to be here. They score efficiently inside, crash the glass, and create extra possessions with one of the best steal rates in the country. That's how underdogs stick around and win. Kentucky has more talent, 4-star, 5-star, I get it, but they've been inconsistent. And if Santa Clara hangs around late, that pressure flips fast. This is a dangerous matchup for the Wildcats. Take the points, and if it's up to me, I'd sprinkle a little money line too if I were you. We've talked lock. Now, let's get into what makes the NCAA tournament so special in the underdogs. Let's take a swing at it. Akron, this is a team that plays fast, shoots the ball extremely efficiently, and they are not afraid. Top 3 in the country in shot attempts per game, and they're coming at you in waves, early and often. Tavari Johnson, this is a guy that takes over, and they've got shooters all around him, so Texas Tech will try to slow it down and make it ugly. But if Akron can successfully speed this game up, well, that's their game. And in March, you don't need to be perfect. Just give me a little bit of Cinderella magic. Give me the Zips outright on the money line. No JT Toppin comes back to hurt a Texas Tech team that really could win the national championship. Now, I'm going to give you a team that will win the national championship. On to my future. If you're looking for a title play, this is the one. Maybe not the team that's the most likely to win it, but we'll give you the value play, and it's Houston at 12-1 as the most complete team in the field. I understand Arizona, I get Michigan, Duke maybe with some injuries, but at 12-1, this price is too hard to pass up. The Cougars, elite defense and efficient offense. They've been tested all year in the Big 12, and most importantly, their defense travels. That's key in the March Madness. They don't rely on shooting, and they don't beat themselves. They make every possession tough on their opponents, and this year the difference is the offense has caught up. Elite guard play with Kingston Flemings, balance, late game shot creation, everything you need to win 6 games in March. They came so close last year. A little bit of fresh blood is what they need. Kingston Flemings, Chris Sinak. This is the year that the Cougars cut down the nets. I've got Houston. Let's see what everyone else has in terms of futures. Arnav, I like that pick. UCLA to win the national championship on the women's side. That's a little bit of an upset over UConn. Listen, none of these futures have cashed, which means one thing: we are due. And I think that Houston cuts down the nets. Luke, Kansas to make the Final Four, pass. I do like that pick from Gabe Perrin, though. That's my guy, the Swede, Ludwig Åberg. But listen, Houston 12-1, you can't beat the price. This team is really, really good. All right, it's time to have some fun. Parlay time, baby. We're building this one with alternate spreads, 5-point teaser time. Give ourselves some breathing room and just give us the chance to embrace the madness. We start with VCU plus 7.5. The Rams just need to hang around, and I think they might win outright. Same thing right here with Santa Clara plus 8.5. The Broncos are my favorite dog on the board. Another dog that I like a lot, Akron plus 12.5. The Zips play fast. That number is far too big. I like them at 7.5, 12.5 is even better. I even liked them on the money line. So, I mean, we've got money line, 7.5, 12.5. Give it to me all. Utah State plus 3.5. A little bit of breathing room. They're a slight favorite. The Aggies can score with anyone. And to finish it off, UCLA money line, just win the game, Bruins. This is not about playing it safe. I know it looks like it, teasing them 5 points, but it's about surviving March. 5 legs plus 349. Let's ride. $87.25. If you want to get in the green, take those 5 picks. All right, we've talked parlay, we've talked underdogs, and we've talked upsets. Let's recap it all. North Carolina doesn't get it done. They're only a 6 seed because of what they did with Caleb Wilson. VCU plus 2.5, plus 7.5. Take it all. The Rams get it done. Advance to the round of 32 and maybe even the Sweet 16 if you're looking for another future. Texas plus 2.5. They've got the momentum from the first 4. McNeese State plus 11.5. It's not Will Wade at the helm, but this is still a very chaotic Cowboys squad that can create some unpredictability in the NCAA tournament. Ohio State minus 2.5. Bruce Thornton, he's a legend at Ohio State, and what better way to cap off your senior season than winning the first game of the NCAA tournament? People will forget Jamie Dixon ever played in March Madness, or ever coached in March Madness, rather, by about 2:45 on Thursday afternoon. Utah State, Jared Calhoun, one of the best coaches in college basketball. I absolutely love what this guy's done at the helm. He takes down Kevin Willard in Villanova, moves on into the round of 32. And UCLA, listen, they're deep and they're playing really good basketball at the right time. I thought they could have got to the Big Ten Tournament Championship, came up short, but I think UCLA dances their way into the Elite Eight. That's what I have to start. We've got Missouri plus 1.5. I wasn't even sure if Dennis Gates was getting into the NCAA tournament, but you don't want to see Mark Mitchell on the other side. What great strides Jai Lucas has made as the first bench boss at Miami, but it won't happen this year. The 10 seed Missouri advances. Santa Clara not content with just being in the tournament. They win outright against Kentucky, but take the 3.5 just to be safe. Our underdog on the money line, no JT Toppin, 50-50 on whether or not Christian Anderson is even healthy. Texas Tech team. I don't love the Red Raiders. I like Grant McCaslin, but Akron can just be so overwhelming. You saw it in the MAC championship, a comeback victory. Give me the Zips to win outright. Houston to win the national title. Kelvin Sampson has waited so long, came so close. He's got that sour taste in his mouth. And at 12-1, you can't beat the price because this team is as good as anyone on the 1 seed line. You saw it in the Big 12 championship, taking Arizona down to the wire. There is no reason this team should be plus 1,200. And then our teaser, $25 on it to win $87.25. A lot of the picks that we had, but give ourselves a little bit of breathing room. Listen, we know this is the NCAA tournament. It's madness. Give ourselves a chance to lay down, kick our feet up, give ourselves a chance to win. All right, that does it. Listen, NCAA tournament, best 3 weeks of the year. I'm saying it now. And I appreciate our producers, Zach Ventola and Griffin Bloomstein, for letting me come on the program and giving you guys a whole bunch of winners. Take these, enjoy the weekend of hoops. It's unlike anything else. Bang.